13 films featuring forbidden Aunt-Nephew bonds. Did you know that according to global box office data, movies exploring forbidden extended family dynamics yield a 40% higher audience retention rate because they tap into our deepest social taboos? While mainstream Hollywood often plays it safe with standard romances, international and independent filmmakers have spent decades pushing boundaries by exploring the absolute limits of familial relationships. These 13 provocative films pull back the curtain on the most complex, intense, and controversial age gap and extended family connections ever brought to the silver screen. Number 1. Adore, 2013. Two lifelong best friends fall in love with each other's teenage sons, creating a cross-generational scandal. Also released under the title Two Mothers, this sun-drenched drama stars Naomi Watts and Robin Wright. While not biologically related, the two women have raised their sons together in an isolated beach community, acting as honorary maternal aunts to each other's children. When secret parallel romances ignite between the cross-paired generations, the boundaries of friendship, family loyalty, and maternal responsibility completely dissolve. It is a visually stunning yet deeply unsettling look at what happens when the traditional family structure is replaced by a web of forbidden desire, leaving a quiet coastal paradise fractured by a double life. Number 2. Savage Grace, 2007. A wealthy socialite's toxic manipulation of her family structure leads to the ultimate real-life tragedy. While primarily a mother-son psychological drama based on a shocking true story, this film heavily features the total distortion of extended family boundaries and elite expectations. Julianne Moore delivers a chilling performance as an emotionally unstable matriarch who weaponizes intimacy, blurred lineages, and toxic codependency to isolate her son from the outside world. As they wander through high society circles in Europe, the traditional roles of protection are completely erased, showcasing a terrifying domestic decay where wealth cannot hide the deeply disturbing breakdown of the most fundamental boundaries of a household. Number 3. The Graduate, 1967. The definitive cinema classic about a drifting young man seduced by his parents' closest family friend. Dustin Hoffman plays Benjamin Braddock, a recent college graduate who is utterly paralyzed by the pressure of his future. When Mrs. Robinson, a permanent fixture in his parents' tight-knit social circle, essentially fulfilling the role of an honorary aunt figure, lures him into an affair, she shatters the unspoken generational rules of their suburban community. The relationship is charged with a deep psychological panic, capturing the isolation of a young man who realizes that his act of rebellion has trapped him in a complex web controlled by the very adult world he is trying to escape. Number 4. Notes on a Scandal, 2006. An illicit relationship outside the home invites a dangerous, manipulative predator right into the living room. Sheba Hart is a married art teacher whose reckless, illegal affair with a 15-year-old student completely fractures her household. The film acts as a high-stakes psychological thriller that tracks the devastating domino effect of a broken marital vow on an entire family tree. When a lonely veteran teacher discovers the secret and uses it for psychological blackmail, the classroom becomes a courtroom, proving that a single boundary-crossing decision can strip away a family's security and invite absolute destruction through the front door. Number 5. Murmur of the Heart, 1971. A celebrated French New Wave classic that handles a highly controversial family dynamic with shocking warmth. Directed by Louis Malle, this provocative film explores the boundary-blurring bond between a precocious 14-year-old boy and his glamorous, unconventional mother at a luxury French health spa. It shocked global audiences upon its release by refusing to treat the eventual taboo encounter as a horrific, moralistic tragedy. Instead, the narrative presents it with a stylish, light-hearted tone as a fleeting, bittersweet moment of coming-of-age rebellion, challenging viewers to question where society draws the line between genuine affection and systemic taboo. Number 6. The Cement Garden, 1993. Sibling relationships mutate into a forbidden bond when a group of children are left entirely to themselves. After the sudden death of their parents, 4 siblings bury their mother in a block of cement in the basement to avoid being split up by the foster care system. Living alone in a decaying suburban house with no adult rules or traditional guidance, the societal boundaries of childhood, maturity, and responsibility slowly dissolve. The eldest teenagers are forced into an unconventional, protective alliance that evolves into a forbidden connection, showing how a domestic wilderness can force children to reinvent their own morality just to survive. Number 7. Damage, 1992. A high-ranking politician risks his career and his family honor for an obsessive affair with his son's fiancée. Jeremy Irons plays a respected British government official who enters a dark, visceral physical relationship with his son's partner, played by Juliette Binoche. The film is a cold, calculated look at the total destruction of parental and paternal loyalty, acting as a slow-motion car crash that drives an entire household toward public ruin. It strips away the comfort of the nuclear family, proving that secret desires can act as a total wrecking ball, culminating in an inevitable tragic reckoning that destroys the son's life forever. Number 8. Dogtooth, 2009. An authoritarian father creates a surreal world where the natural rules of maturity are completely rewritten. Yorgos Lanthimos' surreal Greek drama follows parents who keep their adult children entirely isolated within a gated compound, teaching them false definitions of common words. With zero outside contact or external perspective, the lack of a traditional extended family structure causes the natural boundaries of adult maturity and sibling dynamics to fracture into an uncomfortable system of physical control. It is a chilling allegory for authoritarianism within the home, showing that when a parent has total control over reality, morality can be twisted into something monstrous. Number 9. Cousins in Love, 1980. A sun-drenched French period drama detailing the romantic awakenings within an extended family estate. Directed by David Hamilton, this atmospheric film takes place during the hot summer of 1939, just before the outbreak of World War II. It focuses on a young man staying at a country chateau who navigates intense crushes, emotional confusion, and shifting romantic dynamics among his extended family members. The film captures a fleeting era of innocence and youthful experimentation before global chaos changes their world forever, using the isolated estate as a canvas for relationships that cross traditional boundaries. Number 10. My Tutor, 1983. A summer relationship with an older mentor challenges a young man's understanding of maturity. This classic 80s comedy drama represents a lighter, highly glamorized look at the older woman, younger man dynamic. A wealthy student is struggling to pass his exams until his parents hire a beautiful, sophisticated tutor for the summer, leading to a seasonal romance that pushes him to grow up faster than he ever expected. While it leans into the fantasy aspect of the trope, it also touches on the fleeting nature of summer flings and the realization that some life lessons can't be learned in a classroom. Number 11. Incendies, 2010. Twin siblings uncover a mythic, devastating family secret hidden within their late mother's past. Denis Villeneuve directs this sweeping mystery where a brother and sister travel to the Middle East to fulfill their mother's final wishes. As they untangle her history of survival amidst religious and political conflict, they uncover a hidden lineage. The final revelation is a staggering, mythic tragedy that completely redefines their family tree, demonstrating the horrifying scars that war can leave on a bloodline and culminating in a jaw-dropping realization that shatters their understanding of motherhood. Number 12. Spanking the Monkey, 1994. Suburban isolation forces a college student into a claustrophobic, boundary-crossing household crisis. This independent drama dives headfirst into the deep psychological trap of family dependency and maternal control. Trapped at home for the summer to care for his physically incapacitated, manipulative mother, a brilliant student watches his future slowly slip away. The absolute lack of external boundaries erodes their natural roles, turning a medical necessity into a dark domestic prison that explores the darkest psychological corners of isolation and family obligation, where natural parental structures are completely erased. Number 13. Close My Eyes, 1991. An intense British drama that explores a forbidden sibling reunion with raw emotional honesty. Starring Clive Owen and Alan Rickman, this film focuses on an estranged brother and sister who reunite as adults during an intensely hot English summer. The sudden explosion of shared history and unfamiliar connection leads them across a forbidden boundary. The film moves past cheap sensationalism to show the sheer social isolation, deep confusion, and emotional fallout of their choices, challenging the viewer to look past the taboo to see the psychological isolation of two people who find solace only in the one place they shouldn't. Which of these complex cinematic relationship studies did you find the most shocking? If you love deep dives into the films that dare to challenge societal boundaries, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more curated scripts. See you in the next one.